Oh, okay, before we start, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, and they are Incogni, for making today's video possible. And they've also given the MacMaster viewers an exclusive link where you can get 60% off an annual plan. So keep your eyes peeled. I'll tell you more about that later. Now, today I'm at an award-winning airport. I'm in Prague, and I've read some of the reviews on it. It gets a fantastic review for airports, and there's something magical about airports, isn't there? I like them. It's also the aeroplanes. You can see planes taking off and landing, wondering where they're going to, wondering where they're coming from, and also all the different people as well. Everything tells a story in an airport, so I'm looking forward to this one. When I landed, it looked a fantastic airport. Lots of shops, lots of restaurants, so we're going to take a look around. We're taking a Jet2 plane today back to East Midlands Airport. And East Midlands Airport is like, well, it's like a cattle shed at the side of the M1. Nothing like this international airport. Sorry, East Midlands. I know you're improving yourself. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Right, well, let's go and check out Prague Airport. You get it? I've used it so many times now. In fact, it's on a poster over there for some beer. Check out. Ooh, look at this place here. Smoothies. That actually looks really nice food. That works out at about £4.46. And you got Costa coffee over here as well. You know what? I reckon I'm going to give this fresh bar a go. It looks really nice and healthy. Coffee and a muffin, I think. Oh, actually that wasn't bad. £6.75. Caprese salad muffin, orange juice, and a latte as well. So I'm saying that's a bargain, and it's healthy. Anyway, before we go any further, I'd just like to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, and they are Incogni, who have very kindly given the MacMaster viewers an exclusive link where you can get 60% off an annual plan. So who are Incogni and what do they do? Well, Incogni are a personal data removal service. That's for anyone who values their privacy and are tired of spam cluttering their inbox and relentless calls and messages about unwanted offers and scams. Now, you may be wondering, how do these people get your personal information? I know I certainly did. Well, I found out. Let me tell you more. Have you ever noticed that sometimes you'll sign up for a store's loyalty card and then you start getting spam emails, calls or texts from telemarketers? Or say, for instance, you Google air fryers and you start getting spam emails about air fryers. I used to get it all the time and it drove me nuts. Now, I looked into why this happens, and it's because all of these companies sell your data to giant firms called data brokers, and then they sell your personal information to other advertisers. I was shocked as to how much information was out there on the internet, such as my postal address, phone number and email address. I also found out that these data brokers are required by law to remove my information if I ask them to. But doing that one by myself would be virtually impossible. Now that's where Incogni comes in, as they contacted all of these companies for me. I didn't have to do anything, and they alerted me when the request was completed. Since I signed up to Incogni, I get almost no spam, and I can't even remember the last time I got a call from my old friend, unknown caller. I also read the other day there's been a huge spike in the number of online websites being hacked, resulting in an alarming number of data breaches. Like, for instance, MoneyGram recently confirmed that they were hacked, where social security numbers, driver's licenses and other customer data have been leaked. That's why I highly recommend Incogni. Incogni provides improved protection from hackers and cyber attacks such as phishing or identity theft that use your personal information to target you. Total strangers accessing your most personal information, including your address, phone number, and wait for this, even your weekend hangout spots. Invasive shadow profiles that can use your online activity to influence your behaviour and world views, such as political affiliations. Incogni is so simple. Believe me, I've done it myself. On the first day, you register and subscribe for Incogni. They send out data removal requests to all applicable data brokers on their list. In the first week, the first data brokers start responding to their requests. They use the GDPR, CCPA and other applicable privacy laws to make data brokers remove your personal information from their databases. In the first quarter, most data removal requests are processed within 2 months, and they follow up on those that aren't to make sure your personal information is removed. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Incogni have very kindly given the MacMaster viewers an exclusive link where you can get 60% off an annual plan. So what are you waiting for? Go to incogni.com/MacMaster and use the code MacMaster. The link is in the description and on screen now. Right, onwards my friends. Right, well that's the Jet2 counter, and it says security. It says remember, security opens 1 hour before at the gate. But I'm going to try and get through now. Got passport control there and security, so I'll see you on the other side. It is now 9:44. Right, 9:47. That's weird because you go through passport control, but there's no security. You go straight through to duty free. So I haven't put my bags through or anything yet. I'm guessing then that's a bit further on. Let's have a look around duty free. it wouldn't be a McMaster video unless we found out the price of Jameson, would it? Now, where is that dreamy elixir? So, 699 Czech crown. What's that, about £24, is it? 24 quid in real money, I think. Let me know in the comments section. Right, and that's for a supersized bottle apparently. They're not ordinary bottles, they are supersized, so it's going to be a litre, is it, or something? Anyway, let's get out of here, come on. Toblerone, 279 Czech crown. What's that in Great British pounds? Is that good or bad? Let me know in the comments section. And a little tub of Pringles, 59 Czech crown. Maltesers, 220 Czech crown. And Kit Kat, 399 Czech crown. But if you do that, look, it's all air. There's only, it goes to there, look. Anything above there, look, is just empty. Paul. Now, they have quite a few of these in London, but I have to say, their pastries do look delicious. Just have a look at these.
10:56 do Madridu bude opožděn z důvodu zpožděného příletu letadla. Předpokládaný čas odletu je 11 hodin 30 minut.
Now then, we got Sam here. Now, you was on my video coming in.
We kind of sat next to each other all the way, didn't we?
Exactly, yeah. Now you got your own channel.
I have, Sam's Escape.
Sam's Escape, yeah. Now then, Prague. What did you reckon?
Bit of a tourist trap in the centre.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I think in the centre, I was just slightly outside. Can you be quiet? We're talking here. It was a bit of a tourist trap in the centre.
It was, yeah, but you get to them back streets and it's a lot cheaper, isn't it?
It is a lot cheaper, yeah. I'm going to say though, right, when this woman shuts up,
They never shut up.
this airport, you can't say that. You'll get.
I'll have to cut it out now. It's going to have to edit that.
What I was going to say is, you come through here, you put your passport in, right, but now it's a bit confusing because you can't go through security and check your bags through.
What anything we want through, haven't we?
An hour before, yeah.
It's
so
weird.
you go through the gate an hour before, then you put your bags through security.
Yes, back
and
to,
not through
completely back to front.
It's completely back to front. It's
Back to front airport, this is.
I'm all at sixes and sevens.
I am as well, yeah.
We were just saying we prefer Alicante.
We do, yeah. I think we'll go back to Benidorm, shall we?
Yeah, let's get on a plane to Benidorm. Right, I'm going to have a little wander around. I think we've got about ages yet, aren't we?
Absolutely ages. The taxi picked us up half an hour early. He did this morning.
Did you use Uber?
I didn't use Uber. I'd already pre-booked.
Ah,
I
right.
pre-booked
What
a
did it
return.
cost you to pre-book?
I think it cost me around £51. That was
You'd have been
about,
cheaper using Uber?
I probably would have been, but I didn't want to risk it.
Right, but Uber's good here though, I have to say. 'Cause you've
is.
got Uber Airport, and it was
I also
fantastic.
did it in Benidorm the other week.
What, Uber?
I used the airport taxi transfers,
Right.
and I got, I think it was 120 return. So
Right.
that was 61 way to Benidorm. That's cheap.
You could just get on a bus there if you're a cheapskate
You
like me.
could. You're a cheapskate. I want to do things properly.
He knows me too well. Right, come on, onwards.
You can get the Yorkshire tea.
Right, this is the weirdest airport because there isn't a great deal here, and then you get to scan all your stuff and then go through to the gate, but an hour before. So what I would say is, if you come into this airport, I probably would stay through the other side and not come straight in. I mean, you've got a bar there though, if you want a bar, but I'm driving when I get back, so nothing for me. Right, duty free, coffee shop, a bar, and some toilets. You can't even really see out the windows. Yeah, so you've got a pane of glass, and then your gate, and then the windows where you can see out onto the runway. It feels a bit claustrophobic. I don't know what you think. It's literally just one corridor with gates left and right, but you can't get through to them not until an hour before. I don't know, it just feels odd. And I've been to lots of different airports, but hey ho, there we go. I guess it wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't driving at the other side. I could have a Guinness or something in the bar. Anyway, come on, onwards. And that is the entire span of the airport that you've just seen there. So there we go. There's nothing else to see until we get through the gate, I think. Can't even see many planes taking off. Runway looks empty. Right, as you can see there, not the toilets, over in the last clip. In fact, I've just overlaid it there for you. That's where they're checking them in. So you basically go through security there, then you go through to the gate. So I'm hoping there's a little bit of something when you get through all the scanners and stuff and go through to the gate. So we'll just have to, only got another hour and a half. I do actually like how it tells you the weather at the destination on the board there. That's a good idea. I don't think you've seen that at other airports. It probably is, but I've not noticed it.
QS 1172 do Ponta Delgady bude opožděn z zpožděného příletu letadla.
You're back.
I'm bored.
This was supposed to be an award-winning airport.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
Unless there's something through. I'm hoping there's something through.
I don't think
In
there
the
is.
You don't think there is?
I think we're going to have to sit there and look at each other for an hour.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you got to look at this for an hour. And then you got 2 hours on the plane.
Well, I mean, I'd rather just get on the plane. At least I can have at least I got Yorkshire tea on board.
Oh.
Do you know what? The airport when we go to Benidorm, which is Alicante,
Yes.
it's fantastic. It's got everything on
I
there.
know it has, yeah, because when you go through passports, again, you have to go through to passports. If you were on that Jet2 flight in 11:25,
Yeah.
which usually goes in the morning,
You're already-
there's more shops through there
There's
as well.
more shops through there.
Yeah,
There's
there is.
restaurants. There's everything.
Yes,
You've
there
already
is,
done
yeah.
your security.
Yes.
That's done. So you
Yep.
clear security. You're through.
Exactly.
And I'd rather do that.
Yes.
Because then you can settle then, can't you?
Exactly.
Like now you're thinking, oh, I've got to get all my stuff out and then get through the. It's
I tell you, I found Tenerife quite hectic. When I went
Tenerife?
through there. They sent me, when you go through straight up through to security, they sent me right round the other side.
yeah, but at least you're through. Not
Well,
like here
true.
where
No.
you
So I'm thinking,
there's got
you
to be
can't
some.
take any liquids through there either, can you?
No.
So we're going to have to sit in there.
Well, I'm hoping there's something in there.
Well, if there's not, you have to sit in there. You're going to go dry, aren't you?
And you don't want that, do you?
You don't.
You want to be moist.
You do, yes.
On that bombshell. We'll see you in a minute. Right, through security. What an absolute nightmare that was. I literally had to take everything out of my bag. I do have a lot of electronics in there, admittedly, because I've got my laptop, my iPad. I took them out, but I've got cameras, I've got battery packs, I've got power packs, but I do also have a battery charger in there, a power pack in there that I carry around with me. It charges my laptop, it charges my phone, and it was about £90 odd, I think it was. It was pretty expensive. Anyway, they've taken it off me because they said it is in danger of exploding on board the plane. I've took it all over the world, never had an issue with it, so I don't understand. I'd got another little battery pack which was fine, but that one took off me, so that's gone. Somebody's having that, aren't they? Anyway, not had been much action on the runway. We're now through. It's 11:05, and I've got more battery packs in the office. So anyway, in fact, I'll be honest, it was sent to me for free, but it is fairly expensive. Come on, let's go and have a look what's going on. Right, so that's the plane. Still a bit annoyed about that battery pack, even though it didn't cost me anything. Somebody's got a really good battery charger there. It was brand new. There's no toilets through this side, so we've got come through now. And they said, if you want the toilet, go now, because there's an hour's waiting here and you can't go back out again. So there'll probably be a few people wetting themselves if they're not gone to the loo. Anyway, that looks like it's the plane, and we've got an hour and 20 minutes now before we take off. I had a wee, did all my little ablutions, got organised. Battery pack though, I mean, will they be disposing of it? Let me know. Or will they be taking it home for themselves? They've just landed off on the jollies. How was security?
It was a bit strange.
A bit strange.
I can't understand now. At East Midlands, you can basically say, you basically don't have to take anything out your hand luggage, do you now? You
No.
just chuck it straight in. You chuck your coat straight in and you walk through. Dead simple. Really simple.
I got my battery pack taken off me. 80 odd quid. I mean, I didn't pay for it. It was sent to me by a company to feature it in a video. But,
You've got another one?
well, I have. I'd got a smaller one, which was fine.
Yeah.
But this bigger one that I got sent me about a year ago, it said that it could explode on the plane, so they took it off me.
So, if you've got if you've got several thousand people a day going through here,
Yeah.
and 1% of them have got a
The big question is, are they going to throw it, or are they just going to take it home? Because it was mint condition.
if you've got other things like that as well,
I'd only just unboxed it.
well, they must be full of stuff like that through there.
This
It must be full of stuff, batteries, all sorts.
phone. What are you going to do? Just take your phone off you. I'm sorry, you can't have
Well,
that.
that's the way it's going into here. This airport's a bit of a joke, isn't it? Saying how big it is. I mean, it's got what, 3 terminals as well?
Hope you don't need the loo,
Wally,
because there's no toilet in here, and you can't go back through.
you don't. They don't even let you bring and drink. We're absolutely
Well,
gagging.
there is a machine. There is a machine.
Yes, I can see that.
So you can go and have that, but don't drink too much because you can't have a wee.
Warm in here as well, isn't it? Roasted.
Anyway, there we go.
Right.
Are they going to keep the battery back, or are they going to bin it?
Well, you're not getting it back, are you?
I'm not getting it back now, but luckily enough, I've got about 3 more. But
So
if it was,
some.
yeah, I know. But you know, the thing is, I haven't had to pay for it, but somebody will have bought it, and it's a lot of money for them. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, that's not right.
That's crackers. Anyway, onwards. There's the plane.
I know. I'm going to get to that back. That plane.
Airport. If East Midlands is not your destination, can you please let a member of the cabin crew know as soon as possible? If your bag has a yellow tag, this needs to go under the seat in front of you. To leave the overhead lockers free for any larger items such as suitcases. So if we can ask for the time being, any smaller coats, bags, jackets are kept on your knee or on the floor until everybody with suitcases has boarded, and then we can transfer these into the overhead lockers. Thank you.
On board. Right, we've got about a 2-hour flight, I think, so get a Yorkshire tea, Kit Kat, and then we'll be back at East Midlands, the cowshed off the M1.
Very good afternoon to you all on board this Jet2.com and Jet2 Holidays by the LS668, shortly departing for East Midlands. I'm your Captain Nigel Rogers, and with me in the flight deck is First Officer Thomas Daniel. It's a pleasure to have you all on board. Well, boarding is just about finished. We'll be good to go in the next few minutes, a few minutes out of the schedule. And we have a flight time to the Midlands of 1 hour and 45 minutes. Flying conditions very pleasant. Weather to greet you in East Midlands. Glorious day, clear skies, light winds, and temperatures should be the hottest day of the year so far, around 21 degrees centigrade. I've got the pleasure of flying you there. I'll speak to you a little later on with some real information, the latest weather and an estimated time of arrival. Please now sit back, relax, enjoy the flight and the service. Great team of cabin crew looking after you, led by Charlotte. Charlotte's joined by Emma, Lauren and Jack. They'll shortly be giving you a safety demonstration regarding the features of this Boeing 737-800 series. I do kindly ask that you pay this your full attention. This is shown primarily for your safety, the safety of your loved ones and those sat close by. So sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, enjoy the service, and I'll speak to you later.
Cabin crew, that's boarding now complete, ladies and gentlemen. Flight will shortly be departing for East Midlands Airport.
So all boarded, and the 2 seats next to me are spare, so I can move my bag over there and I've got loads of space. It's not actually a full flight, so sit back, buckle up, get yourself a drink, and I'll capture takeoff.
But before you turn them to flight mode,
if it becomes damaged, hot, or produces smoke, you need to tell us immediately.
Thank you very much, cabin crew. Armed doors for departure.
it's very important, so please remove any headphones and listen carefully.
In the seat pocket in front of you, you'll find a safety instruction card.
It has all sorts of safety information, with details about emergency doors and escape routes, oxygen masks, how to use the life jackets, the brace position, and more.
And you'll find even more safety info in our Jetaway magazine.
This plane has 8 emergency exits. These are clearly marked, and we're pointing them out to you now. There are 2 doors at the rear of the cabin. If you need to leave the plane quickly, take off your shoes or anything that may damage the slide.
Then pull the strap to adjust so it's tight and low around your waist. To release your seatbelt, just lift the metal cover.
over the North Sea, routing down the Thames estuary, shortly we're making a right-hand turn up towards East Midlands. Still landing just before 10 past the hour, so half an hour ahead of the schedule. Latest weather in the Midlands, it's a glorious afternoon, clear skies, light winds and temperatures at 18 degrees centigrade, due to climb up to around 21 degrees as the day goes on. I do hope you're all comfortable, you've enjoyed the flight and the service. I wish you all a very pleasant and safe onward journey, and I thank you for choosing to fly Jet2.com and Jet2 Holidays. Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for landing.
to East Midlands.
Now we've landed, you must stay seated and buckled up until the seatbelt sign is turned off.
When you do get up to go, please make sure you've got everything with you. And take care when you open the overhead lockers, as some things may have moved during the flight. Just so you know, you're not allowed to smoke or vape on the way to the terminal or in the terminal itself.
Our friendly customer helpers are all ready and waiting to help you. You can't miss them. They're wearing our famous red uniform.
And if you're already dreaming about your next holiday, it couldn't be easier to book. Just visit jet2holidays.com or the Jet2 app, get in touch with our friendly call centre, or contact your local independent travel agent.
Sign up for a free MyJet2 account and you'll get a bumper list of exclusive benefits, like discounts on flights and holidays, as well as tailored holiday inspiration and hot off the press news. From everyone at jet2.com and Jet2 Holidays, we can't wait to see you again soon.
Oh, and I am through security. Right, let's go and find Greg, shall we? And have a little baguette or something. I'm a bit peckish. Now then. I have got. Come round this way, look, because we've got a bit of a line.
Which way?
That's
Which
it.
way?
That's
This way.
better light,
Brilliant.
isn't it? That's it.
Yeah, you're
I've
right,
got,
Lee.
yeah, I am. I've got Murphy.
Yes.
Now we go back a long way.
A long
don't we?
way, yeah. You built our website for our outside catering firm.
I did.
You've been in our public house quite a few times.
Come on, advertise it.
It's in the bank in Netherfield. We've been there 26 years. February just gone, yeah. No,
Do you know what?
In 99.
And I've been, because I follow you on Facebook,
Yeah.
and you're still doing all the cooking.
Still doing everything.
You're
yeah,
doing
still
all
doing
the-
loads of man versus woman
Man
nights. and
versus
special
woman's night.
nights. We did a tacos night. But you still haven't been in for anything to eat. But you've
I
got
think-
2 young kids now, haven't you? And we don't let children in, unfortunately.
Oh, well, that's a bonus, actually, isn't it?
Come out for a night, leave your wife looking after the kids.
So it's in the bank.
Yeah.
Have I got that right? He was just to get it wrong, didn't I?
Oh, and you certainly did, yeah. That's,
I got it.
It was the owners that came up with that name. Everybody calls it the bank,
Yeah.
but it's called ITS INN.
It's
Play on the word in. It's in the bank, yes.
But your cooking
Yeah.
is great.
It's I do, well, 22 stone, you've got to be able to cook food.
Who's the best, though, you or Nicky?
I win, if I win this one, which I'm 3-1 up at the moment, I'll be 9-1 up in competitions. So I think it's about even.
Go and see him, honestly. Great food, great bar, proper local, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
I
yeah,
love
definitely
it.
old style, and great bloke here. Subscribe, listen to him. He is a wonderful chap.
I'm going grey.
I know you are. Mentioned that's young kids.
It
That's
is.
young kids, yeah.
She's driving around the bend.
It's great to see you, mate. Honestly, really
You-
is good to see you.
You as well. Head off. Go and see him.
Yeah.
Netherfield in
Yeah.
Nottingham.
Yeah.
It's in the bank.
Yeah.
INN.
Every day of the week.
You've
Every
got a
day of the week.
You got a website, haven't you?
We have, yeah. and a Facebook page, banking,
I'll stick it-
BANKINN.
Yeah,
We'll stick some links.
stick
We'll put
some
links on it.
Go and see him. That's it. Right, onwards, my friends.
God bless you.
Time for a Greg's now. Right, got my baguette. Let's get back to the car and sum this up. My backpack's a little bit lighter because I ain't got a battery pack in it. Somebody took it off me. Shouldn't be allowed that. There he is. Oh, right, got myself a baguette from Greg's. Got myself some prawn cocktail crisp because really that's the only flavour that you should be having. The worst flavour, by the way, I'm going to say is roast beef. That shouldn't be allowed. That's not needed in a packet of crisps. Anyway, we're back where we began at this tower on the video when we did the flight over. If you've not seen that one, by the way, have a look at that. So there we go, and I got some fantastic footage out the window, and also, by the way, a lot of people asking how I actually managed to use the maps on board. It is on airplane mode. It uses GPS. So if you download the map on Google Maps before you leave, put your phone near the window and it'll actually download and use the GPS so you can actually track where you are. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video. I want to say a massive thank you once more to the sponsor of today's video, and they are Incogni. Take back your personal data today. Go to incogni.com/MacMaster, use the code MacMaster and get a massive 60% off an annual plan. I've even pinned the link to the top of the comment section for you because I don't want you to miss out on this fantastic offer. That's all from me today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.